Hey everybody, this is Patrick.
Tony. And this is Chris.
And we wanted to make this vlog to share some things. Tony.
Yeah, so this video is extremely important. We're not just saying that, it's actually really important. And we think that you should all watch it.
But it's long, he's saying.
Yeah, it's really long.
Really long.
I was gonna say, if nothing else, you can go ahead and skip to the TLDR.
Yeah, Tony did like a real cute little TLDR at the end. As you guys can see, there's a bunch of sections.
Let's hope it's
probably not over there, but
any side
there's
of
sections. Watch as much as you can if you care about, like, I guess
just the future.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen to our channel?
and what's going on, but yeah.
Yeah, so let's get into it. Alright, so we started with AP Shaco, which was in June 2013. We just did it as, you know, a fun video because we were all friends and we made music, and that video blew up. Well, blew up to us, which is
50,000.
Yeah, 50,000 views in a few days or whatever. And with that, we made the next video, which was Get LP, maybe 5 days later, something like that. And that one actually blew up. Riot posted it, whatever, became semi-viral. With that, we basically started our YouTube career with Instalok. Since then, we've been making videos
On a regular basis, right?
Yes, on a regular
basis. We've been posting music videos, maybe we've taken, maybe two and a half weeks for in between videos, but we've been putting out, a music video on average, I guess every week and a half, right?
Yeah.
So we've been doing this for a long time.
Pretty hard too, guys.
Yeah, they're pretty hard.
Their songs,
there's songs that Chris has to
beat my head against the wall trying to think of something to write.
Well, that too. I was thinking about singing wise, how hard they are, but
once we started making these videos and getting all these views, and we got partnered with Curse, the network Curse, this all happened really fast within a month span, and we got partnered and we started making money. It wasn't much money, but it was enough to where we saw potential in what we could do with it and keep making videos for our fans. So yeah, with that, we started making a lot more videos and turning it into kind of like a part-time job. And it got to a point where we were actually able to quit our own jobs and do this full-time pretty much for you guys and actually make decent money off of it, or at least we were breaking even with what we were making or making slightly more. And over time we made more money to where it could be, we were considering a career or a potential career. This was all going fine until early 2015. Next bullet point.
Alright, early 2015, that's when we encountered our first problem with the channel. We started getting claimed by the publishers. That really hurt because it's our income. It got cut by more than half, I would say.
Oh yeah, I would say.
Yes.
You have to imagine, right? We've been doing this for a year and a half at this point. One morning we wake up to, hundreds of emails, right? And they all just say, your video's been copyrighted, your video's been copyrighted, your video's been copyrighted. And then for that to change so quickly overnight, basically, literally wake up, you get these emails.
And the income just drops instantly.
Exactly. So
because you don't make money off of those videos anymore once they claim them. And we had, I think it was when we first calculated, it was over 70% just up front got claimed all at once. So that's pretty much 70% of your income just gone overnight.
And then so we did not know anything about music on YouTube. And let me tell you, it's still shit on YouTube. If you want to be independent artist, YouTube is really hard.
It's getting worse by the minute.
It's getting worse, yeah. But we'll get into YouTube later. Yeah, what Chris was saying, 2015, January-ish, was that copyright stuff. And I would say, till this day, we have been, it has affected us till this day. And we'll get more into that later, but...
That's also why we don't sell songs, because there's a lot of legal things to jump through, a lot of obstacles when it comes to selling songs that we're doing because it's not our original songs.
I think we just can't, right? Straight up.
Yeah, so what we see a lot is you guys asking, why don't you sell songs? Put it on Spotify, put it on iTunes. That would be a perfect solution. But
that'd be pretty cool. When
you deal with parodies, and we've talked to lawyers, so please no comments saying that what you're doing is 100% legal and you should be, because it's not. It's legal what we're doing, but selling the songs, what you guys want, and putting them on Spotify is actually not. Just to give you an example, a top 100 song might have over 10 writers on that song. We would need to get permission from every single person that contributed to the original song just to put just to sell it, or whatever we wanted to do with that song. And that's just not going to happen. It's almost impossible. Unfortunately, selling songs, it's not an option. And if you do see songs that are being sold, it's not from us. The only songs that we can sell are the ones that we make 100%, which are
the rap
original
originals.
songs and recently the rap battles.
On iTunes, yeah.
Yeah.
Go check it out. All you guys buy them.
We only have 2 up right now.
We only have 2 of the rap battles up right now, but we need. This is something that we're looking to do more in the future. Is put our original songs up there, right? So including the rap battles and the original songs. Fortunately, selling songs is out of the question.
Oh yeah, we started that Patreon June of that year, which was like what, 5 months after?
It was about 5 months, yeah, June.
That's
Yeah.
5 months of like doing these songs without really making virtually like no money on them. And these are just for you guys, cause like, you know, we gotta give you what you want. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you have to realize too. At this point, we had we had you guys and a huge audience to like satisfy, and you have to realize that we all like enjoy doing this like so much, and
We just couldn't let you down, you know.
yeah,
This is
that's,
what
that's
we
good.
were.
That's a good
So we
point.
started with. So you guys came for. We gotta keep going, you know.
And we were hoping in the future that things would be looking up. We were trying to look for ways that we could get around the system. So, but like it just so happened that every song that released after that, the publishers would instantly pretty much claim them. Every new song we would pretty much make no money off of. So the only income we had for that 5 months, and pretty much since then, has been on any song that either was like original or somehow slipped through the claiming cracks.
Like a different publisher
And-
smaller songs. I
Yeah,
guess.
so like, how does it feel when like you're hoping that your song just slips through the cracks, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty crappy, but that's what we were hoping at this point in our,
We had to
in our
pick-
YouTube career.
We had to pick some, you know, shady songs.
Oh, yeah, that
like
too, yeah.
Tom Kench, I hate that song.
Yeah, so
I
we're
hate
over here
that
picking
song.
like, songs that might not, the publishers might not care as much, like the Jet song, maybe American Rejects.
I like the original song,
So-
but when we did it, I just
Yeah.
I just didn't feel
Yeah,
like
we,
it was
we,
that
we
great.
swayed away from the top 100 billboards. We were looking for like old songs and songs that weren't as popular to try to get around the claiming, and it worked sometimes.
Yeah,
but
some are good, like the All American Rejects. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
the
some of
Evil
them worked
Hell,
out.
that was pretty fun. But it was limiting what we wanted to do, you know.
And then we would work for like 4 days in a row straight, all this hard work, and then post the video, and within hours it would get claimed. So we pretty much have no monetization on that
We
video.
had
so
that
all
small
work-
window of 4 hours to
Yeah,
get
Yeah.
money.
2 hours on one of
It's like,
them.
ooh,
So,
Oh, yeah.
let's get those pennies rolling in.
pretty much. It
hope those
felt pretty
publishers
crappy.
are
And that's also, we slowed down making videos during that time, because imagine how demotivating it is to do all this work off of that video that you just worked really hard on. So it was literally just for the fans at that point.
Yeah, so Chris mentioned the Patreon. So yeah, 5 months after all this stuff happened, we were looking into other ways of making, revenue, money. We had, heard about this on the site Patreon that fans can help, fund a channel or, any kind of art. Like, they're really popular on the artists there, like drawing artists. But anyway, so we checked out the site and we decided to give it a go. What is the site? Well, you basically can donate any amount of money to, Instalok, a channel or a entity, and you give what you want, and based on what you give, we want to give something back for that. When we started this, we actually made a video on it. I'll put it up on the screen right now. It's still up on our page, and we kind of explained the copyright. But the way we explained it was how we saw it back then.
Yeah.
And we've learned a lot since then, which we'll get to later. The premise is still the same. Publishers are claiming videos and stuff at that point, so we wanted to look for, how could we keep doing this and, not be sellouty, like not, So we tried the Patreon, and it worked really well. I'd say for the rest of 2015, it really helped, and it was really awesome. The whole reward system was new to us, though. I'll say, like, we kind of went overboard on what we thought we could give, and
It's hard to keep up with.
yeah, it was. Whoa, we have a dog in here. We've changed the rewards a lot since then, and we're gonna talk about Patreon later, and like what it means currently to us. We're still kind of recapping in the past year, so we'll move on to the next point.
So with Patreon as a band-aid, we got through 2015, helped a lot. Then we got into 2016. Things were pretty much going just about the same, but with like a slight decline, because obviously when we posted about Patreon, there was an initial spike of like support. Obviously over time, like the support will dwindle, and like it fell. It was falling, but it was still fine, and we were making enough to where we were getting by. Our songs were still making enough to where we were okay with it at the time.
The ones that slipped through the cracks. cracks.
Yeah, the ones that slept through the clap.
We always
cracks.
crossed our
which,
fingers hoping that
weren't a
pretty
lot.
much.
it wouldn't get matched.
And so this went on all throughout 2016. Like we barely got by pretty much throughout 2016. That whole year was us just living like pretty much by the day. It wasn't what we would want it to be.
And we're going to be looking, to try to fix that. And you guys are going to kind of see what we've been talking about recently in the future. So let's move on to the more recent times. And if you guys see us look over here, it's because we have notes.
Yeah.
You're going to see our eyes kind of like shift. It's like, ugh.
You can pretend I'm like listening to Patrick intensely as he speaks,
Yeah.
but
We want to talk a little bit about what's been happening recently.
what have we been doing recently?
Yeah. Can we say recently one more time, please?
Recently.
Racist.
If you guys notice, we have started like the rap battles, which I know some of you guys like, and it's cool to see like the ideas that you guys comment that we should do next. And we've done like Overwatch stuff because like when the game came out, like we did play it a lot, went crazy over it, so it was only fitting. Like we sing about stuff we actually do, like the Hearthstone.
I guess the thing to take away is that we did try some new things in 2016, kind of to see, what people wanted, what people don't. So Chris mentioned like the Overwatch stuff. So for those of you who didn't know or something, our first song actually got posted on, Blizzard actually came up to us and asked if it was okay if they posted our song on the Battle.net launch. So it would be equivalent of like the League launcher if you're not familiar.
It was pretty cool.
That's huge for a channel like us. Somebody that's only been dealing with Riot for the last, at this point, in like 2 years. Yeah, it was crazy. So I guess just to take it away is like we were very like happy with how the Overwatch stuff turned out, and we still are. And it's actually really cool to see a different audience come to this channel. Even though some people might argue about League content, Overwatch content, we're doing both, and it's you guys shouldn't really be arguing about when you see comments like you guys should just stop doing these. It's like no, there's actually people here wanting to see that, and we enjoy making the Overwatch content too.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we
It's
don't.
still us, guys, right?
yeah.
You don't hate us
we
too
don't
much.
want to just burn out on only League parodies, and like there's only so much you can do with just
Exactly,
one
right?
game. And I mean, imagine if these Let's Players, imagine if PewDiePie stuck to one game forever. It's like it's cool for a while, but you gotta branch out and stuff. And I feel like Overwatch gave new life to the channel and new fans, and now we have a bigger support system.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is nice.
And like we were passionate about it, when it came out. Like
Definitely.
I said, we did play.
Yeah.
We still like League guys, don't?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't
Yeah, we
throw-
like both games, so
Put the pitchforks
Yeah.
down.
so sue us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
So
Overwatch content, like they were songs. It didn't
Yeah.
get over the problem.
exactly, yeah. So I guess that's actually a really big point. Is that those songs, like even though they were awesome, people enjoyed them, new people enjoyed them. It was still the same problem, right? We're still covering a song that parodying a song of an original song that's gonna get instantly claimed. And let me tell you guys, our channel is for sure being watched by these people because these things get claimed instantly and they're manually claimed, right? That means that people are legit going out of their way. No algorithm, no computer doing it. No, people are manually coming in and saying, hey, that's my song. I want,
I want everything.
I want everything.
I want it all.
So while it was great, and it's like I said, right? Like, so we've always been about like you guys, right? Like, and seeing the Overwatch people really enjoy it. It's like that. That beats any type of money for us. But I guess there just comes a time where real life kicks in, and it's like even though you
Pretty
enjoy
much.
doing
Yeah.
this, it's like hey, you have to fucking pay your phone bill. You have to.
You gotta
Oh,
feed
no.
your cats, Tony.
Yeah.
You gotta pay. Everything. It's just like holy crap.
Yeah.
So as good as it is, it didn't solve the problem. So
Yeah,
that's what we
pretty
should
much.
take away from that.
But then in late 2016, after getting help from shout out to our boy Kurt Hugo Schneider. go check out his videos.
The middle name.
Pretty cool. Yeah, we talked to him. Well, Patrick did.
But yeah, let me just say, like, that guy, he's, if you even just go check out his channel, I forgot how many subs he's at now, but I think when I checked, he's he's definitely over 5 million, I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he's a really big channel, and, he plays League of Legends, and we met him through League of Legends.
Yeah.
That guy's, he does not, like, let, the subscriber numbers mean anything to him. He's just a genuinely nice guy, and he helped us a lot. I would say we gained 90% of our knowledge through this song craft through him, which we'll explain to you guys, like, pretty soon here about
Yeah.
with this network stuff, right?
Yeah. So he helped us. Like he told us how like we could do this like legitimately, you know, instead of like being all shady, like let's put it up, get matched, pray we don't get taken down as a channel.
Yeah, pretty much. We had to go throughout it the legit way, which is very confusing and difficult, and I don't even know how he learned that stuff. It probably took him a while too, but he gave us that knowledge, which is super gracious.
Will we say that YouTube makes it easy to know that stuff? Absolutely not.
No.
Like anybody trying to make, let's talk about like the solo artist or something. Somebody trying to make some type of brand of themselves or a channel starting on YouTube, and they want to upload covers like they see everybody else doing.
Yeah.
And then they get instantly, you know, claimed, and then you know how much like demoralization that puts on a person. It's like, I don't want to do this if I'm just gonna get, you know, these copyright things.
And it's scary too, like if you don't really know.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly,
Seeing
right,
those like publishers.
Yeah, and then if you try to fight the claim, they're basically like, yeah, we're gonna take your channel down and take you to court, pretty much.
Yeah.
But we're
that's
just
what it says.
we here at Instalok, we're stubborn.
So anyway, networks, right? So Chris should talk about the we were on Chris Network,
Yeah,
right? So
we were
let's
on
talk
Chris.
about Chris Network. Yeah.
Chris was awesome. We love that network, and we wish we could have stayed. But like, it's a gaming network. Yeah, we were singing about games, but that's not the problem here. It's like the music. Kurt helped us find a new network. One that he recommended was Studio 71. We're with them now. They know like a lot about this music stuff because they have like people doing covers. And
Yeah, so Studio 71, they actually know a lot about the music side of YouTube, and they know how to get around, or not get around, but do
Legally.
things legally.
Correct.
Yeah.
100%
Not really get around.
Yeah, everything is 100% legal. They get the licenses. They make sure everything is legit and that you're not going to get strikes from your channel, blah, blah, blah. And you're giving cuts of your money away to like the people that deserve it, whatever. But the way Chris was doing it was how pretty much any other channel probably would do it, which is that it's just as simple as like, well, you can claim any video, just a general claim, but then anyone can come along and just claim it themselves. And it's like black and white rather
It's
than
not anyone, which is actually kind of bullshit too, is that YouTube will give these publishers like premium accounts, and they can come in and claim any video that they want. You know, YouTube gives these permissions to these publishers, you know, and it's because they're powerful and they own all these songs, so they probably have to, unfortunately.
OP.
Since Studio 71 allowed us to be able to do things legit, and with all the history of our channel and not wanting to lose it and just wanting to be, you know, as legit as we can as a business, we wanted to go to Studio 71 and do things legit. And this way, we also were optimistic about getting every single song was able to get monetized, which brings us to our next point.
Premium ads. What are premium ads? Patrick, tell them what premium ads
So
are.
premium ads, let's start with ads, right? So the ads that you see on YouTube, they're actually a bunch of different ones. Some
You know,
are,
those
you know,
ads you guys are blocked.
yeah, unfortunately, right? Those ads that some of you guys are blocking. First of all, on the ad block, there are some websites that are really dumb with advertisements, and they really should be ad blocked. But
Especially
it's just
ones
something to
with
be
the
aware of
sound.
that, you know, this ad block. Ad block does make a difference in terms of people on YouTube and their revenue. Back to the ads. So there's different types of ads. Some pay more, some pay less. I guess I would say not really pay, but they're like when you watch them, they're worth more. We would get more money. Well, we as in us and the publishers. The problem is that premium ads, so you can basically think of these as the highest tier of ads that you can get on a channel. The ones that would make
ads.
the channel the most money. The problem is, to run premium ads, you have to own, as far as we understand it, and we've been told this, I think by 2 different people, so we're pretty confident in this, but not 100%. You can only put premium ads on videos that you own 100% basically too. So you own 100% of the audio and the video. Now, video games get a little confusing, but most video game companies allow you to make videos about their game, and you can basically just not even worry about the video part of like video games. You know, we're here on the audio side, so our parodies still might get ads on them, you know, being on this new network. We took a chance, I guess, trying this new network, and while they're awesome, like, you know, we like Curse, and Studio 71 is just, you know, as awesome. They're extremely helpful, but it's crazy how much premium ads make a difference. So with Curse, like, you can run the premium ads up until that publisher claimed the video, and then here, we're basically like, we can kind of still claim our videos to a point, but we're always gonna have these publishers along us, and they, you know, they get the majority of the money, which kind of sucks.
Leeching off
And
us.
so long story short, TLDR, like, it really didn't help.
It
It's about
actually.
even.
No, I think it was worse when we switched.
Yeah,
Maybe.
so we
It
can
was
make an
definitely
argument that it was
worse.
worse
But we're doing it right though.
or
Yeah, at
better,
least.
but yes, the thing to take away is money is just as bad or it might even be a
Worse.
little worse.
I think it was like 20 or 30% worse.
Okay, that's pretty
afterwards.
big. I wasn't aware of that, but yeah. So it's worse in terms of money, but we are doing things 100% legally now on the YouTube platform, which we want to do because the last thing we want is our channel to get copyright noticed or something.
They sent us a Christmas card too.
Yeah, they did send us a
yeah.
Christmas card. That was nice. Networks are very powerful, by the way, on YouTube, and that's kind of the unfortunate thing. Another thing too is before we even signed with Studio 71, we wanted to see if we could do it on our own, right? So like you kind of be your own network, which many people can do. You have to like know the right people, and I guess just we're not on that level, so we had to go to a network. So there's that.
Money has been a problem since 2015, and it is now 2017, steadily getting worse and worse until recently when it's gotten the absolute worst, which is what we just talked about with switching networks and just from everything else piling up and just infinitely, no incline since 2015 pretty much.
In terms of money, but we've seen with like the some of these videos that we've done, like the Overwatch one is like a really great example is like we can still be getting multi-million viewed videos, but like the money does not. It's like flatline or maybe a little decrease over a while, but which is a problem, right? Like we should be seeing stuff like that, but because of our content, that's what we have to deal with. So
and we're
aware of
we're
that.
still normal people. We have all types of builds, we stream now, which we'll be getting to also. Yeah, we need all these things, and that's just like the bills side. That's not just like normal everyday like groceries and feeding ourselves and living, saving like normal people. So at this point, we definitely can't. We're looking to change that, which brings us to the next point.
Okay, so we want to start getting into now. What's happening?
Instalok now.
Nice. So I'm gonna have Chris talk about what do we want Instalok in the future to be, or because we do the overall goal here, guys, is to 100% stay on YouTube and continue making these songs. And by the way, everything that we say right now, the songs will not be affected. I'll just let Chris explain it. Go.
Okay, yeah, like he said, these songs they're coming out no matter whether you guys like it or not. They're coming out. We're gonna be singing, cringing all over the place, cause like we like this, and we know like a lot of you guys like it too. It's where we started, But it brings us to like what we're trying out now is like we've been streaming. A lot of you guys don't know this on our used to be dead Twitch channel. It's like a cool place for us to hang out with you guys. We've like made a lot of friends there. It's like a place where you can find out some stuff, like, or you can see like Patrick, doing the whip and doing a barrel roll, and you can learn why Tony's like a lot of his counts are permabanned.
Oh my.
But what we plan to do with that, share it with you guys, for like not everyone can tune into the stream, but we want to show you guys like what we're doing there, like the Did It Works. We plan to do it there. We plan to show Did It Works in our rank climb, which is terrible.
Flex Q. Oh god.
Yeah, flex Q rank climb.
But we aren't too proud. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
And also our ranked climb. Well, it's not really a climb, like a decline, but
It's like our money.
yeah, it's like our buddy, dude. Ouch, too soon, dude.
Ow.
Dude's hurting me. And we just want to like do that, like stream, and that'll be our content. I know like a lot of people do that, but it's just so helpful, like especially when we still have to do these songs. And like a way to do that is like we're gonna get some help with the editing. That'll keep us on track with the songs.
But basically, another thing too is that when we're like doing these songs, like they do take maybe 4 days. But we basically just came to the idea of like, why not? Since the money's kind of bad, we haven't been like been able to travel really much and like meet you guys at all, right? The last convention we went to was BlizzCon, which is 20 minutes away. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's of course is doable because you could put in $20 for gas. You're there. Conventions like PAX, which we really used to enjoy going to, we can't do those anymore, because of the finances. But Twitch is really cool because it's like straight up like you're hanging out. It already does feel like that when we do stream. It's just like hangout. You can ask us questions. We can ask you guys questions. We can ask your opinions. It's really cool. So Twitch, awesome. Streaming.
Yeah, so basically what we're going to do is stream on the days that we're not working on the videos. Give or take, if we need like a day or two off, to be normal. But even on those days, we still talk.
We're still in the Discord that like our Patreons and our subs have access to.
Okay, so with all of this, we've talked about Twitch and our YouTube videos, just the music videos, rap battles, all that. We want to also upload more on our channel, and we don't want to be afraid of uploading. Oh, we didn't talk about this, but this is probably the most important thing out of all of this. One of the biggest points that we wanted to make was that throughout all this time, from 2013, even now in 2017, and with this video, is that we basically just don't want to like post anything that would, I guess, be out of the norm. Like we don't take any risks on anything. Like the most risks we ever took was pretty much like maybe April Fool's videos or something, which is like, you know, that was the most fun we could have and the most leeway we had. And like small risks were like the Overwatch, which we still stressed a lot about on our first Overwatch video. And that goes with anything that we posted or ever did, pretty much ever on this channel. And that's why we only post once a week. And we don't post as much as we want, and we don't do as much content as we want, because it's scary as YouTubers. And every YouTuber probably feels this. We want to break that with 2017. We want to just give you guys more content and let you guys know us better, rather than just seeing us as, or just the music. You know? You're just seeing the music and sometimes some singing clips. Whereas now you can watch us on Twitch. You can join our Discord, which is lit, as we were talking about. We're memeing it up in there all the time, but
everyone just making fun of us, and it's awesome.
Yeah, like we're just a big group of friends now. We have this group of friends now, which we never had with our fans before. We were always secluded from our fans, and it's just like this scary thing to be transparent with your fans, because you're behind this wall, which is your YouTube videos. So we want to break that wall. We want to be friends with everyone.
Yeah,
all of you.
And it's like a way like to show our appreciation of like you know, the people that are subbing on Twitch, Patreon.
Tony brought up a good point about the, you know, breaking, you know, this barrier. I really think it's important to realize that that's basically all we've done for these time is like, you know, you see us upload this like song, and you know, maybe you see a couple of live clips or some, you know, porn acting at the end. The thing is that that's it, right? Like we know that we never really posted on our Twitter much before. And so, like, if anybody really wanted to know who we are or anything, like, it was really hard. And you could bring up the second channel, Instalok 2, that we had made back in the day. But we were always kind of, you know, separating content on a second channel. It's just not what we want to do. And especially now with the new YouTube stuff, having a second channel is just really, like, not productive at all. If you guys are, you know, thinking like, oh yeah, why don't they just upload these to the second channel? That's not really our goal here. Our goal is to have the people that are here, you know who we are.
Yeah, and we can reach a much wider audience,
a way bigger audience,
on our main channel. And that's just how it is. Like, we want our fans to see who we are. We want our fans to be able to see all this content and not have to, like, if you're just a casual fan, which is fine, you would never know about our second channel. Maybe you just click on one video here and there and you wouldn't know. So with this, it's like, oh, I see on their channel they have these other videos. If you want, you can watch them. If you don't want, then you don't have to watch them. It's just, it'll be there for whoever wants to see it. So that's what we plan on doing. We're gonna be posting so like gameplay videos. We're gonna be doing Data Works again, and this will be streamed, so you can watch live on the stream, interact with us, talk to us in the chat, all that stuff, and or you can watch it when we upload it to our channel. So we'll be uploading some of the games that we stream, and then some of the Data Works that we're going to be streaming. More, hopefully, behind the scenes videos as well, because we did some of those in the past. Yeah, just give you guys an inside look into the process of making the songs, or just anything that we do that we think is like interesting, and I don't know.
And different content, right? Like,
yeah, and this is different.
We see a lot of you guys want different content. Like the amount of people that do support us on Patreon want to see the behind the scenes or whatever. Why not put it on this channel where we can reach these people and they won't miss it on a second channel, or they don't have to go to a second channel, you know, just stuff like that.
Yeah.
The songs, a lot of people just want to hear them. You guys can still hear them. We won't bait you into
and
like...
playlists are beautiful, right?
Yeah, like...
You can listen to all of our songs on a playlist and never even touch another video.
We're not going to make a gameplay video and make it look like a song with like the thumbnail or the title.
You'll know it's a gameplay.
You'll know it's a song, and you'll know it's a gameplay. You'll know what these things are.
And we'll separate
what
them.
You want to watch.
And there's separation, so you can scroll down and you'll see songs or parodies, and then you'll see gameplay videos, stuff like that. So there's no bait and switch here.
We're not like trying to force this on you guys. We're just giving it to the people who want it, because there are people who want it. Yeah. And you kind of have to realize, like, take a step back and say, you know, I'm not the only person that likes these, you know, people's content. One last point to this kind of section is quickly talk about collabs. Of course, we're doing the songs. Nothing's changing about those. They're still going to be uploaded the same time they're due. We're not going to favor other content over the songs. We know this is the main thing and why we keep doing it, even though it makes us almost no money. We know.
Yeah. This is for you.
Yeah.
The songs are
and,
for you.
You know, it is. We do enjoy it too, like seeing your guys' reactions, and it's all around really cool. We know that's what people want. We're going to be trying, you know, real hard, I think, in 2017 to just change it up, right? Like, you might see the occasional collab from, of course, Lunity. I guess, like, you might not see much more else, right? And that's kind of what we want to change, because there's tons of people that we could be collabing with, but we've kind of, like, grown accustomed to not really stepping up our game.
Like, planning it, you know, in advance, because, like, we push these out so fast that, like, people, like, they have their own YouTube channels and stuff, like, they can't just, like, drop everything, get this done real quick.
Yeah, it might take more planning, but this is, like, you know, way fresher for you guys, way more exciting too.
Yeah.
And it really did show me, because, like, I recently did ask a poll on our Twitter, and the top voted thing was collabs that you guys wanted to see. And it was obvious that people don't think of as, like, I guess a bigger picture, which is what we want to try to do, is kind of, why not make these singing, I guess, parodies more lit? Anyways, but I just want to touch on collabs. We already have one in the works. It's coming. I'm gonna say we have 3 in the works, but I can't go into it right now. But they'll
make
be
it 4
soon. Well, 3 confirmed
5.
and maybe 4. Oh my!
One for each finger on my hand.
We're just starting.
All right, the next section we're gonna be talking about is Instalok's future / hashtag goals. Dude, he didn't want to say it, but he said it. All right, Tony, since you said hashtag goals, I'm gonna pass it off to you.
I know we're talking a lot about finances, but we can't stress enough that we are just pretty much not able to, like, sustain living pretty much off of what we're making right now. If you guys want us to keep, you know, Instalok going, we have to find a way to make more money, basically. And we can't do that through like our songs anymore because of the matching, whatever, and the money's not there. What we wanted to convey to you guys is the importance of Patreon. Patreon, it helped at the time when we talked about it, but obviously it declined, and that's fine. But at this point in time, it's gotten so bad that we pretty much have to ask again, which is a little embarrassing, but
it sucks, honestly.
Yeah, and we put it off for a long time because we didn't want to ask you guys again for money, and we didn't want to ask you even back then. But as it is now, Patrick's done the math, and
Patrick always doing math.
Yeah, he did the math, and we each make less than minimum wage.
We do a full-time minimum wage. Workers in California.
You gotta remember, like, there's 3 of us. There's 3 bills.
Yes, every number that you see money-wise, you have to divide it by 3, right?
3 bills and 3 grills.
It's also,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. On top of that, it's also heavily taxed, and California is one of the worst for self-employment tax.
2 wives.
And family, right? So we can't just pick up and leave.
Yeah,
I think that's a lot of people think that we can just pick up and leave, but a lot of us have family here that
you can't even afford to leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, moving's expensive.
So the point we're getting at is pretty much at the least amount from Patreon, we would need $5,000 a month just to, like, pretty much be at a point where we're comfortably sustaining, you know, bills and just living life in general off of making all these videos for you guys on the channel. And as it is now, I think we're making around $1,000 on Patreon. We just didn't want to bring it up, but at this point we kind of have to, and that's why we set a new goal on Patreon for 5,000. If it does get to 5,000, you guys will know that we're in a comfortable enough place that we don't have to stress every day and have this anxiety of, like, not being able to pay bills and being in debt pretty much.
I want to bring up, since Patreon, the reward system. So we know that in the past, like I said, we've overwhelmed ourselves by saying what we can and can't do. We now know that it's not good to say that, right? So people that might be excited to, they call it pledging, it's like donating, pledging a certain amount, and they expect something. It really sucks when we can't deliver, and it makes us feel all bad. I did redo the reward tiers, and as of right now, it's basically only a $1 through 20 gives you, like, a reward, and then anything higher is up there because of our previous stuff, but it's not going to get you anything extra.
As of now.
Just a better feel.
As of now, but the point of this, bringing this up, was we want to know what you guys want to see in terms of rewards. If you can, if you're watching this, leave a comment. What's a reward that you would want to see under any of the tiers, stuff like that. Like, we just want to know. So about Patreon real quick again, I just want to say thank you to absolutely everybody that has given as little as $1 on Patreon in the past, and people who are still being generous and continuing to pledge to us. That's really awesome, and I just did want to give you guys a shout out. If I can talk,
thank you.
It'd be nice.
Anyways, the Patreon rewards that we did change, we've kept up with, like the Discord. It's lit.
Yeah, it's lit.
We're pretty active on it. We're on there. We're talking to you guys. It's fun. If you guys are Patreon and haven't even heard about it, please go check up on that.
There's a post about it.
There's a post.
If you can't get in it, message us on Patreon or tweet me.
Yeah.
Tweet us at Instalok. As soon as you pledge $5 on Patreon or sub to us on Twitch, you will get access to it now. I know Twitch does take like an hour or two maybe for it to catch up in terms of your account to give you access to our server. You'll be on our Discord server the same day, so
it's pretty soon. Yeah,
we're not currently sponsored by anything, and that has been because we didn't. It's the same thing as the whole posting thing I talked about, which there's a wall that people come to where it's like there's bad reception sometimes when people have sponsored content or they are sponsored by someone. People call them maybe sellouts. They'll do stuff that is really weird. It won't fit into their normal content, and that's usually why we've strayed away from sponsors, because we didn't want you guys to feel like we were only doing it for the money, or we were sponsored by something we didn't even use or didn't like or whatever. But obviously, as we've stated, it's gotten to the point where we might have to rely on sponsors.
I just want you guys to be open about it. Of course you can voice your opinions in the comments below about it. We just wanted to let you know that, sponsorship is a possibility. I don't think it should be a complete, no in terms of our channel, because it might be a solution to our financial problem.
Yeah, and we might have to. We might be forced to. So it's not like we're just like, oh, we're greedy and we want this extra money. We never wanted that, and we were never greedy like that, which is why we never really did that. If we did it, you would know.
And we'll always let you guys know if something's sponsored. 100% transparent. Yeah. Nothing will be shady.
Also, it's 2017. Get with the times, people. All the gamers. They look
a lot
like
of people do
NASCAR cars. You know what I'm saying?
If you look around, I don't want to say unfortunately, because I really don't think sponsors are if you don't shove it down people's throats, which I feel like a lot of people don't do. Like PewDiePie does it respectively, H3H3 does it respectively.
Yeah, those are cool though. Yeah, that PewDiePie car one, hilarious.
Yeah, so I don't think sponsorships have to be all bad. I just hope that we can argue our point in saying that we're not doing it for extra money. We're doing it for money that actually might be vital to make that payment for the month. I know it sucks to talk about this, but it is what it is.
If you guys don't like whatever we're sponsoring, just close your eyes for a few seconds. It'll be over.
Yeah.
All right, this is our video. Our little tiny short little video has come to an end, unfortunately. We want to thank you guys for watching. Even if you've watched one section of this, or just the outro, thanks.
Yeah, maybe.
We just wanted to let you guys know what's been going on, what we're gonna do.
This is the first time we've really, I would say, opened up. We did do, maybe a vlog back in the day, or Q&A. But this is us just coming to you guys straight up. No smokes and mirrors or anything here. This is life, and our lives at that.
This is important, guys. Look at our videos. They're 3 minutes. This is 3 hours. That's how important.
And this is edited down.
Yeah, this is condensed.
This is cut down.
This is really important that we get to you guys that do care.
A really important part is that we hope that the people who actually do kind of, care about Chris, Patrick, and Tony, watch this and kind of see where we're coming from. I think we've explained our points pretty well. Of course, you guys are welcome to comment and, give us your opinion on any subject in this video. Of course, we want to know that. The whole point of this video is to communicate with you guys, and we're trying to really, step it up in 2017. Let's make this channel
a living meme.
A living meme.
Oh gosh.
Anyways, a TLDR. Tony, tell them a TLDR. What we just talked about.
Complete TLDR for the people that didn't watch the whole video because it's a long video. To recap, it was us talking about how we started the channel and what happened throughout the first 2 years, and then we ran into some financial problems with copyright, and then the rest of the years throughout the copyright, which that was in 2015 up until now, which is 2017. So it was basically a good 2 years and then a bad 2 years, and slowly declining income wise. So that got us into talking about where our channel is now, what we've tried to do to make up for this loss, and basically be able to pay our bills and whatnot. And it just keeps getting worse, basically. So then we talked about streaming. We stream on Twitch. We have a Patreon, which we've talked about before, but it's even more important now that we get more support on there because, yeah, we're doing bad financially. So we need help there. Most importantly, we're going to be posting more on this channel. This is basically our first video that is breaking the wall between viewer and getting to know us as people, and we want to post more on the channel for the people that do want to get to know us, see more content from us that's separate from the music. So we'll be posting gameplay videos, possible highlights, music, or behind the scenes on the music, Did It Works, more Did It Works.
Alright guys, we're gonna wrap it up. I just wanted to say that we 1000% appreciate...
Percent, dude.
percent. Anybody who watched this video, even if it was just a part, you know, this ending, it really means a lot to us that you've even taken the time to show that you care at all. Definitely, I appreciate it.
Thanks for watching this long video.
Super long.
We'll definitely keep you guys updated. Oh, yeah, so follow us on Twitter. I'll put the thing in here, the link up here, if you want to do that. And yeah, we'll keep you updated. So
We plan to do these kind of videos every day.
oh no!
I'm just playing, but see you guys. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has. See you guys.
See ya.